the receiver.
Picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On second down, he'll fire. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Roach. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And here comes the offense on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Here comes the offense on first down. On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Westbrook. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the pan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll go to the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Stewart. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That is the score. Michigan 10, Indiana 0.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
A pickup of 8. Brings up 2nd down.
stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on second down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're going to throw it again. Buys a little time. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. Finds the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run the counter. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Michigan.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to take a shot. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Throwing right. He's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's going to pass. It's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
It's now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
0.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Bloomington.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up of 2.
Pickup of 2. 2nd down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that 1st down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off the fullbacks again. That's a play that is based...
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. With the catch, it's Mars.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Just trucks through it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
After run, now throw. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him. But great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Between the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to Rutgers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Looking for a huge play. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Motion from the offense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man down the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started.
Number 5.
This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. He's got an open man. And he's running in the open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, you're lucky that one wasn't picked.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. He's not afraid to go deep. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's straight. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
At midfield, he's got room. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The option look. Quick toss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Air Force rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Falcon Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And the extra point is good.
Indiana, 10.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCarty. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick handoff. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to the equipment.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. The sure hands, it's McCarty. Bounced off his feet.
And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man. That's just padding the stats for the other side. No big deal.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
He's going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.